Today, folks, we're talking PayPal, we're talking Tesla, we're talking Bitcoin, primarily a growth-focused video, but this is some major stock news coming your way. And kicking it off, first and foremost, we got to talk about PayPal here. I know this is a big proponent for many investors out there, trading down a whopping 34% based off some news we're going to be diving into here, folks. I'm going to give you a few opinions on PayPal because many of you know I am not the biggest fan of it personally because I use it. They charge an incredible amount of fees, but that does not mean it is not a good buying opportunity because PayPal issues disappointing revenue forecast for the next year, but also announces Venmo deal with Amazon. So this is kind of like a double-edged news scenario, really good, really bad. But what I want to focus on is right here where we're talking about basically revenue guidance for the year was revised down to 18%, putting it in the range of 25.3 billion to 25.4 billion. Analysts had expected 25.78 billion. So we're literally not off the expectations by much more than just under 500 million. And yet that was enough to dictate the stock into the absolute hole. I mean, what an incredible drop here. But let's just talk about some valuation real quick, because I do think the Venmo deal is going to be big. I mean, PayPal's continuing to, branch out. When we take a look at the forward PE, we're sitting at about a 38. But more impressively, and what I like to pay attention to is the held by institutions, because when you're looking at such a large cap company, I really don't feel like the retail market is the one primarily selling this off. Clearly, some institutions are shuffling some capital around. And when we take a look at the analyst price targets for this company right now, guys, we are trading down really low here because we got a strong buy on it. Clearly, that's probably going to change. But currently, we're at 203 with the low analyst price target being around 175. So this is one of those companies that's finally trading within a realm of buying opportunity for anybody that's interested in it. So if you own PayPal or you want to own PayPal, I'd honestly say this is going to be your opportunity here, folks. And on that note, Tesla's kind of coming back into some ground floor opportunities here because it's been crazy overvalued. I know some people were getting giddy to get into it in the 1200 range, but this is what I've been waiting for anybody that wants to buy it. I've built out my position. I'm probably down quite a few $1,000s on this from the highs, but like I said, I'm not in a rush to sell this. I kind of just understand that there's going to be extreme volatility. My current prediction on this is probably going to hit around the $900 price target range. And I noticed that the news is funny because I don't think they know why Tesla's really dropping. This Tesla stock has the worst day in 8 months as investors digest Musk's potential $15 billion tax bill. That's old news, guys. That came out like days ago now, and the stock didn't really volatile or cause much volatility off that. But for some reason now we're getting this sell-off here. So if we get it into the 900s, that's where I'd put a buying price on it for people that want to get into it. Currently right here, guys, I'm going to be laughing if this is the floor, but I think if we get into the 900s, there's going to be a lot of people that are willing to pay that premium at those levels, right? So putting Tesla aside, let's talk about Bitcoin very briefly. Furtada, the guy that brought the SPAC deal for the Golden Nugget, he owns Rainforest Cafe and all these other things like Bubblegum Shrimp and Morton's. Well, he's going to be introducing Bitcoin rewards if you eat at their restaurants. And I think this is going to be absolutely brilliant. We can see restaurant giant Landry's partnering up with crypto custody from NYDIG to power Bitcoin loyalty rewards program at its 500 locations nationwide. Dinner earn a point for every dollar spent, with 250 points translating to a reward of $25 worth of Bitcoin. Now, the reason that I think this is so huge of news is because we're getting a lot of credit card rollouts. Actually, I signed up to the Shakepay credit card rollout, if I can find this here for you guys real quick, where you're kind of making this 1% to 2% in Bitcoin for just your general spending. Now, I make 1% on my credit card as it stands today. I signed up to this. They're still waiting to roll this out in Canada. But the reason this is so big is it really changes the dynamics of earning interest rewards, because we're earning interest now in an asset that accumulates wealth over time. So if Bitcoin doubles, it's really like a 2% reward and so on and so forth, right? And I've shut it out yesterday, and thanks to somebody that actually used my Shakepay referral, because you make an immediate 30% return on a $100 deposit using my referral. And then you get something called Shake Stats, which I mentioned, where you shake your phone every day and they will give you more Bitcoin every day. It goes up every day you shake it, so long as you don't miss a day. We can see I went from 65 cents to 64 cents. And I talked about this, so on and so forth yesterday, but I think people are underestimating the severity of how much this is going to ripple through the entire market of people that want to accumulate this asset. I think this also offers more stability to the uprise of it, because obviously anybody using these credit cards is infinitely just accruing more Bitcoin. I think this is such a big deal. I can't wait to be a part of it. Canada is always a little bit behind the rest of the US market when it comes to some of these evolutions in fintech, but at the same time, at least Canada is very forthgoing on mining. We become very mining centric centric. And I think it's an incredible thing that so many people are looking to Canada as one of the major proponents to the future of mining. So, I mean, there's a lot going on with Bitcoin to be paying attention to here. Now, all in all, folks, the broader markets are pulling back a little bit, not enough to get me that excited personally. I was really hoping we'd see Google pull back. I'm really looking forward to seeing NVIDIA pull back. We haven't seen any pullbacks in the stocks that I primarily want to be buying. So I'm still just kind of sitting on my hands here, just taking it easy, folks. And I want to know what you're doing in this current market cycle. Are you buying PayPal? Are you into Bitcoin? What are you doing? I need to hear more about it. And I'm going to go through and start answering a lot of your comments from yesterday as well. But in light of this, stay cool, stay awesome. And I look forward to catching you tomorrow.